Hey, y'all, welcome to Winging It. And let me introduce your host for this episode number 3, who is a member of the International Loyal Order of Friendly Raccoons, Dr. D.
Yeah, that's an old school cut from the Honeymooners. Welcome to Winging It. I am your host, Dr. D. Let's get ready to have some fun. Let me introduce today's contestants. First, coming to us from the Central Valley in California. That sounds so lovely, the Central Valley. You can find him at Curt Seablom. That's Curtseablom. Please welcome Curt Seablom. Curt, why don't you tell us something about yourself?
Sure. I've had my nipple pierced since 1990. I got rid of everything else from the 90s except that.
You and Mario Cuomo. Oh, not Mario. What's his name? What's the Cuomo's name? The Cuomo guy with the pierced nipples. Our second contestant comes to us from the D.C. area, which basically is about 150-mile swath around D.C.
Yeah.
You can find him on Instagram at ddub.comedy. Please welcome Dewayne White.
Hey, what's
Dwayne,
up?
tell us something about yourself.
Well, I'll go with the same theme as Curt. I had my nipple pierced a long time ago. I no longer do, but I actually had the same nipple pierced on 2 separate occasions. So just throw that one on the table.
Nice. Before we get to our last contestant, me and my friend watched a girl pierce her own nipple in the bathroom of a party during high school. Maybe the best night of my life. And our
Party.
Yeah, and our final contestant comes to us from the great state of New Jersey. You can find her at Emily Paige Comedy. Paige is Paige. Please welcome Emily Paige. Emily, tell us something about yourself.
I guess I'll stick with the piercing thing. I have my nose pierced. Yeah, not as exciting, but also probably not as painful.
Yes, all the guys have their nipples pierced. I'm gonna go get mine done after the show.
No, not all the guys.
Add.
This show is starting off terrific. So let us go to our prompts. Unlikely lines to hear in a porno film. You have 15 seconds to think of some unlikely lines to hear in a porno film. Like, hey, Dr. D, what are you doing there? Or don't pierce my nipple. Taking all the good ones. Curt.
I love you.
Dwayne.
And cut. Okay, kids, that's how a movie's made.
Emily.
I didn't even order this pizza.
Curt.
I do it for the art. I don't even need the money.
Dwayne.
Who called for the Irishman?
Emily.
Slower.
Curt.
Do you really think I'm pretty?
And Emily.
Here's the flannel-footed pajamas you asked me to wear.
All right, that was a good round, especially since she's wearing flannel pajamas.
Wait, did you skip Dwayne on that last one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did I?
Yeah.
Dwayne.
I love that little tiny dick.
That's all dependent on what kind of porn you watch. So
I guess so.
Asian fetish porn. Unlikely lines to hear in a children's story. Oh. Unlikely lines. 15 seconds. Unlikely lines here in a children's story. Curt's filthy mind could come up with a lot here. Oh, no, sorry. Dwayne's filthy mind. My bad. Let's start off with Curt.
So Encyclopedia Brown, the boy detective, was eager to help find the missing puppy as he crawled in the white van.
Dwayne.
And due to statute of limitations, Prince Charming was never prosecuted.
Emily.
This little piggy went to market, and this little piggy stayed home because he had crippling social anxiety.
Curt.
And Mom and Dad started Timmy on a daily regimen of antipsychotics. That's when all of his imaginary friends went away.
Dewayne.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your. Okay, fine. Come in.
Emily.
Piggybacking off of that, the houses aren't the only thing the big bad wolf was blowing down.
He could be a hairstylist. Curt.
When Jill's older sister heard her talking about the magic tree house, she took her to the youth pastor. Now she has no free will.
Dewayne.
Dora, we have to save baby Jaguar. Oh, sorry.
Emily.
And when Cinderella wasn't home by midnight, her stepmother beat her up and then called the cops.
Good one. Curt, you had me at youth pastor, right? Good job. Things you don't want to hear on an airplane. Things you don't want to hear on an airplane. Again, I'm not going there. You got 15 seconds to think about it. I'm just going to keep my thoughts to myself. Sully. Dewayne.
Ding. This is your captain speaking. I just want to say, Alu Akbar. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Go back to sleep.
Emily.
I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm super excited because today's my first day flying this plane. So,
Curt.
Welcome to Spirit Airlines.
Wayne.
Has anyone seen a guy in a pilot's uniform?
Emily.
I used to drive buses, so how hard can this be?
Curt.
To save time, we're going to go ahead and skip the safety check.
Wayne.
Your seat cushion can also double as a flotation device, and you're going to need it today.
Emily.
Isn't that the guy we saw passed out at the bar last night after taking 30 shots?
Curt.
And today's in-flight movie will be VeggieTales.
Better than Airplane being the in-flight movie. All right, good job, everybody. Let's go with names of towns you don't want to visit. Names of towns you don't want to visit. I don't know. The Alabama. Well, that's a state, but
State.
Emily.
You've heard of Margaritaville. Now welcome to Spiked Seltzerville.
Curt.
Kiss My Butte, Indiana.
Delaware. Dewayne. Dewayne. Delaware's in the DC area.
Reform, Alabama. Real town.
Emily.
Welcome to Murderville.
Curt.
Get out of town. Get out.
Dewayne.
Hello and welcome to Fish Nipples, Minnesota.
Do they pierce the fish nipples there, or no? Okay.
Just one.
Just one. Emily.
Welcome to, you're not welcome to our town.
Curt.
Welcome to Deadenberry. Deadenberry.
I got it. Dewayne.
And ladies and gentlemen, thanks for visiting Devil's Dick, Indiana.
Nice. Good job.
It only burns for a little bit.
Odd things to hear or overhear in the grocery store. I like this one. 15 seconds. You guys can come up with some good ones for this. The grocery store is a fun place. They're thinking. Curt.
I thought they pulled these products, but here they're on sale.
Dewayne.
Hide these steaks in your wheelchair. They'll never look.
Grandma. Emily.
Hey, look, they're having that buy one, get one free children's sale.
Is it Wayfair? Curt.
You know your produce is fresh when it's moving.
Oh. Dwayne.
Honey, which whipped cream do we use to make your bra?
Emily.
Yeah, so that's where I told him to bury the body.
Curt.
Women folks shouldn't be near the produce when they're spilling the moon blood.
Oh. Oh, Dwayne.
And we'll be holding the AA meeting in the vanilla extract aisle.
And Emily.
Hey, look, 50% off expired condoms.
What could go wrong? All right, good job, everybody.
All right, Dr. D. So our winner for this episode is Dewayne White. Tell him what he won.
Dwayne, yes, great job. You win 2 unadulterated minutes. You could do your act. You could do no, don't do magic tricks. You can't do magic tricks. It's the only thing you can't do. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes starting now.
Well, first and foremost, I want to say thank you to Dr. D for wearing that amazing tie. I mean, dude, you're looking good. You're looking dapper. I want to say thanks to James Mack for coming out. All the other contestants. It was an absolute blast. I don't know. I wasn't really expecting to win. So 2 minutes of just me bullshitting at this point and talking about where we are, where I am. I'm trapped in my basement with my family forever because of the pandemic. Hopefully it's not more than one. It's fun being with my family right now. Actually, there's a reason I'm down here is because it's not all that fun. I have older kids, so it's different. I have an 19-year-old son, a 15-year-old daughter, and a 13-year-old vasectomy. So I'm like trying to be good. I'm trying to be a good dad. Like I read parenting books and they all say the same thing. They say, if you have a favorite kid, do not let them know which one it is. But in my house, they figured that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally the vasectomy, 100% every time. It's crazy. I'm teaching my 15-year-old how to drive right now. So I'll throw that out there. That's a joy. Yeah, she's I bought her a stick shift, so that's it doesn't let me say, my quads are so good right now from shoving on a brake that does not exist on the far side of the car. I just want you to know I could press like 800 pounds. Is that good? I don't even know if that's good, but anyway, I just want to say thanks. This was an absolute blast. Thanks to James. Thanks, Dr. D. Absolutely had a blast. That's all I got.
All right. Thank you. Giving time back to the room. How about that?
That was a terrible rant.
Humanitarian. Once again, you can find these comics all over the interwebs. You can find Curt Seablom at Curt Seablom, CurtSeablom. You can find Dewayne White on Instagram at dub.comedy. And you can find Emily Paige at Emily Paige Comedy. Paige is Paige. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I am your host, Dr. D. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Wingin It Comedy. That's WINGIN Comedy. And Wingin It's a production of Headspace and Timing Comedy. We'll see you next time, hopefully.